Evening everyone, welcome to Cop Talk. Wolves 2, Liverpool 1. And you know what? I can't argue with the result. We had our chances, we should have scored goals. I mean, we got back into the game and, look, they scored a goal on the counter, on the break. Van Dijk, Konate didn't deal with the big centre forward. I don't know what the hell happened there. Van Dijk missed the bounce of the ball. It can happen, but Konate dragged to the ball, let Van Dijk deal with it. The runner's in, and he can't stop the runner from getting his shot off, and it goes past Alisson. Okay, 1-0. We still have time. Salah pounces on a loose ball, scores a goal. Before that, Rio comes on. And you know what? I think the substitutes were good tonight. Rio came on with plenty of time and he did affect the game. He made a difference. Almost scored. It hit the post. Good save from the goalie. Just got a fingertip to it or else that was going in. And then 1-1. We're pushing for the game. Salah, there's a 5-on-1 and he doesn't get the ball through to sub. I just can't believe it. We don't score there. And you know what costs us tonight as well? We keep falling down, wanting a free kick. We're not getting them. The players are not learning. They break, and we're in trouble. And their goal came. I don't blame Gomez. He hit Gomez and went in, got a deflection off Gomez. Wrong-footed Alisson. That can happen. If you let someone run into almost your penalty area and shoot, you're in trouble. So we got what we deserved tonight. We lost, and you know what? They need to wake up from this, man, because this is not acceptable. This is the worst team in the Premier League, and we can't beat them. And I just don't understand it. And we had most of the game, dominated possession, controlled the game for large parts, but when it mattered, we couldn't put this team away. And it's very disappointing, it really is. This season's been a horrible season to watch. And look, the season's not over yet. It's still not over. I mean, I'm not talking about the title, I'm talking about top four. It's still not out of the question. But, come on. We can't be dropping points to Wolves. It's really poor. Very disappointing. The game wasn't a great game. It was a scrappy game. And although we did control it and we did have the better of it, and Wolves had nothing, and then right at the end we lose control of the game. It's a free-for-all, and and that's what happens in these kind of games, man. The Wolves don't care. They're getting relegated, and they won the game, and oh dear, very, very, very disappointing. But what can you do? We just move on to the next game. Tonight, Salah was, apart from the goal, was very poor. Gakpo, shocking. Gravenberch, terrible. And it's no surprise that they came off. I mean, Salah, he kept him on, and that's why he keeps him on, because he can score a goal. Szoboszlai was okay, but he fell over in the middle of the park, and it puts us under pressure. You've got to be stronger than that, man, in the Premier League. In Europe, you might get it, but not in the Premier League. And I'm just very, very disappointed, watching that game tonight. But listen, you have to be calm. You can't be too down or too up. You win, you can't be too up. You lose, you can't be too down. And listen, disappointing, very disappointing. But this is not the first game we've lost in injury time. It's the story of the season. We don't control games. Defensively, we're poor. We make mistakes. So, listen, we have to learn and we have to move on. And let's hope, there's some improvement. I mean, Vert's missing is a problem because he's really creative. And, yeah, it's just a shame. But, look, never mind. We take our medicine and we move on. I'll see you all on the next one. Very disappointing night watching Liverpool again this season. I'm getting used to that this season, but let's see. Let me know what you think. I think the substitutions were okay tonight. I don't think they were the problem. yeah, I just think too many players not playing. Van Dijk, you know, who's played okay tonight, but listen, a bad mistake for their first goal, missing the bounce of the ball, not dealing with that. That's just, you know, he's made a few of those mistakes this season, but look, he's still a legendary defender, one of the best defenders I've ever seen for Liverpool. So, listen, these things can happen. Just wipe our chin, move on. Let me know what you guys think. Take care.